Honorable Sheikh Imam.
Yeah, thank you very much, Chairperson. The issue of the South African that was trampled on and dragged in the car in Mozambique was not actually answered to. But based on what the Minister has responded, and the Commission and others, and I agree, you can't paint them all with the same brush. What measures is your department putting in place to protect your police officers from being brutally gunned down by ordinary civilians and criminals? And more importantly, from the public that seems to be attacking the police officers all the time, but not taking giving responsibility to those that are creating this conducive environment for criminals. So I want to know, what are you going to do as a department to protect your police officers from being gunned down, to protect their image and reputation as well, to ensure that they are working in an environment that they are not restricted, that they can't even defend themselves? Thank you.
Thank you, honorable members. Honorable Whitfield, are you back? Okay. Minister, National Commissioner, ED.
Thank you very much. Clearly, me and Ms. Majosi were not understanding each other. Indeed, South African police members are recruited from the very same society, the very same community. So we expect that they're not very far. They don't differ much on the behavior that South Africans are doing. I'm told that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Having said so, I went on to say, indeed, police must have some form of an upper hand of dealing with the matters after training. But I also said, we are enhancing the structures. I'm repeating myself. We are enhancing the structures that must help the police on their welfare and their mental kind of fare. I even said we're trying to get more psychologists in the organization. We're trying to get more social workers so that we do have the structures. I also said that those structures maybe at the present moment are not at the level where they're supposed to be able to take on board the challenge of our members that are frustrated. No ways one could say police can be assisted, police can be trained and taught to say their behavior must be a little bit above the ordinary, normal behavior of South Africans. So that is in score. Maybe again, when we give about the training and all that, we are last month again we passed the police that they passed out of the college, especially Umtata. There are 214 around the country. There are 500. Among those, there are these kind of people we're talking about, your social worker, your forensics, among those are the people that are going to enhance these structures, Honorable Majosi, to take on board the well-being and the welfare of the police, and any other thing to say to them. They are kept on the way where the structure and the organization is taking them on board. Indeed, I agree, we can't go house to house, but we are all public representatives. I would love to hear us also making a call on the communities, not going house to house, making a call that they will have to understand that we are all part of dealing with the crime, their behavior and all that kind of thing. Wherever we speak, wherever we go, there's nothing wrong talking about that. But last point I made, and I'm making it again, those that police officers that deviate, get out of the normal way of behaving, there must be consequences. I'm using this word again, and they must be punished and be corrective where it's supposed to be corrective. So I think this is the answer I gave on the question of anger, and I made some other examples that South Africans, as they show some high degree of anger. When you are a mother and you kill 3 of your kids, you kill yourself. When you kill the father, you kill everybody, you kill the mother. So South Africans at the stage as a whole, I think as public representatives, we do have to make a clarion call to South Africans. The second one of Honorable Mr. Cele, these laws are there. It's not us who are sifting them and dissecting them. That's what the judges listen and not. Those, including in Parliament, I think I can't quote it verbatim, but I know that Parliament itself has got the rules on terms of on the terms of sub judice care. So those laws are there. We will follow them as they are, because you might prejudice your case, especially this is a public platform where we are. When people begin to ask there, you arm the opposition, the people that will be there, the lawyers and all. I don't think it would be correct. And until and unless they are removed, so long they are there, not hiding behind them, but respecting them. Thanks.
Thank you, Minister. National Commissioner, you want to say something?
Thanks, Honorable Chairperson. In addition to what the Minister said, we have within the Division Human Resource Management, the Employee Health and Wellness component that have got programs, proactive programs that now and then they do assist members in various forms, including anger management. So it's a capacity that we have, and those that prefers to go outside the organization, they are also assisted by Polmet to do so, to get those services outside the subs. Honorable Minister, a convoy remains a convoy because internationally it's standard that it remains a convoy, and it must be unpredictable where the principal is at any given time. Because remember, the goal is to protect the principal at all times, so that there is no attack on the principal at any given time. So I think it's the first to just answer on that. Thank you very much.
National Commissioner, can you also address the issue of what are you doing? Do you have a program to protect your members against the attack, as asked by Honorable Shekima?
Thanks, Honorable Chair. We do have a police safety strategy which takes the form of, firstly, we would recall that we put a program to refresh police members in terms of SWAT training, that is your tactical policing training, that includes use of firearms and self-defense. That is continuously being done towards members, especially members that are operational. That is regularly being done. And also there are various measures in that strategy that we are doing. That includes protection of where the members are working. Recall that there is a program where we are fencing police stations, making sure that we put gates where there are no gates. That program is still ongoing. And of course, also making sure that we buy them the necessary tools of trade. That's why they always find the members are armed and they have got bulletproofs when they are on duty. Those are the programs that we put in place to ensure the safety of our members, Honorable Chairperson. Thank you.
Thank you. Edie, do you want to say something?
No, Chair, thanks. I'm covered. I think I'm covered. There's nothing specific for IPT in this instance. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks. Honorable members, we managed to request for an extension by 30 minutes of time. I'm not sure whether you want us to continue or you think it is not enough. Can I hear your views quickly, whether we continue or not?
Chairperson?
Yes.
Chairperson, I think 30 minutes certainly won't be adequate because there's quite a few issues to raise around the issue of illegal mining and things. So this is just my opinion that I think 30 minutes is just not enough. Thank you.
Okay, Honorable Terplanch.
Chairperson, I support that view. Really, that is an issue that is also, that would require a lengthy discussion. And my recommendation is that we, keep that in mind and arrange for enough time to deal with that. Thank you.
Honorable Majosi.
Thanks, Chair. No, I think we are all on the same page. The next item, will need us to be very thorough on it, and 30 minutes will not be sufficient for us to finish. And I just wanted to check if maybe I closed my agenda. That was the only item left, or do we have more other items? Maybe we can deal with those ones that would not take more than 30 minutes, and then this one defer it to the next meeting. Thanks, Chair.
Honorable Khoza.
Chairperson, thank you very much. I agree with the members, but also, Chair, if I may abuse this opportunity and say this matter of illegal mining or the zamazamas, it's a matter that requires time. But also, I think it would do us a lot of good if we're to have maybe a joint meeting with the Department of Minerals and Energy. Because, Chair, you will discuss the issue of zamazamas and policing. But what about how about holding those companies that are abandoning these mines, not securing them accountable? Because these people, they don't just find themselves there. Somebody has left those mines. So if we could have a bigger meeting, Chair, I'm just proposing, I don't know how's that possible, so that we can also get the other departments that are interested, so that they can get to tell us what is it that they are doing. This must not just be the problem of the police, when there are actually departments that are supposed to be holding certain people accountable to stop this. If we deal with it as a matter of policy, we'll only be dealing with the symptoms. The deeper problem is that of other departments that should be coming on board. But I'm just throwing it on the table, Chair, to see how it can be worked properly, so that when we have a meeting, we have a proper meeting. It's not a policing matter. It starts somewhere. So let's go back to the root. These are just the symptoms of a problem that lies elsewhere. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Babalwa, I think honorable members are saying we will stay the item, but when we organize again for the item, let it be a joint meeting with other interested department of Minerals and Energy, Department of Home Affairs, Department of Justice, just to quote a few. Maybe let's see how possible is it to arrange this meeting for this item, because it's not necessarily a police item. Did you hear that, Babalwa?
Yes, I did, Chair.
Okay, please work on that one. Now, before we close, honorable members, I just want your comment on I said the minister will be releasing crime statistics on Friday. I spoke to the minister offline. The minister is ready to brief the committee before he releases the stats to the public. I'm not sure whether members are available. Babalwa, you can also advise whether it's possible to get a slot on Friday morning. If we were to meet, it must be something between 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock in the morning, so that by 10 we are done. The minister gets to another briefing, and by 12 possibly release the stats to public. But it will serve no purpose if members will not be available for that meeting. Can I get your views, members, on this matter?
Chairperson.
Honorable-
Sheikh Imam.
Okay, Sheikh Imam, you can start.
Yes, Chair, I think it's very important that we are briefed. I'm available. You can check with our other colleagues if you're available from 8 to 10. But I think it's very important that we are briefed before the Minister briefs the media. Thank you.
Honorable Majosi.
No, thank you, Chair. When it comes to the crime stats, I think even if it won't be on the day that our committee sits, but we always avail ourselves and we always sit earlier on before the minister will then brief media. So I am available and will definitely meet the 8 to 10 meeting on Friday that the minister is requesting. Thanks.
Honorable Terplanch.
Chairperson, thank you. I think it's important, but unfortunately, this is very short notice and, we have prearranged stuff. Unfortunately, I won't be able to make it. Thank you.
Honorable Khoza.
Thanks, Chairperson. I think before the minister make the announcements, we need to meet, even if it's for a short while. The detailed one can follow, but just the prior briefing so that we are not caught by surprise. So we're appealing just that all members should make an effort. So I'll avail myself. Thank you, Chair.
Okay. Honorable Gordon.
Thank you, Chair. I will free up diary space and I'll be there. I'm echoing if there are any landmines in there that we need to know that we know prior. So I will be there. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Minister, are you fine with that?
Chair, maybe before this one, my hand was up. It looks like you can't read my hand from this machine I have.
Yes.
What has been raised, especially by Honorable Ubabkos, Chair, we have created a broader committee led by the JCPS cluster, where we've invited other different departments relevant to the issue. Special, the minerals is there, the human segment is there. Well, Home Affairs anyway is part of it, and any other department that is relevant to deal with these matters. So maybe your administrative staff, they can link up with the secretariat of the cluster to say who is there. I don't know if we can be all available from the committee and all available from the side of the parliament, but we have broadened the issue indeed. We have broadened the issue of Zamazamas beyond just being the security matter. But all of us that can be there, we can. So we are working on that. They are developing an approach. How do we all come together to fight that scourge? 8 o'clock, then we can be available on Friday, Honorable Chair, on a pre-briefing on the members. Thanks.
Thank you, Minister. Honorable Sheikh Imam, is it in a new hand or is it an old one? Okay. Thank you very much. I think what Honorable Khoza was saying, like the Minister has said, in fact, the Department of Minerals and Energy and the Portfolio Committee there, if they are there and the police is there, we can be able to get, I saw a cabinet memo where the Department of Minerals and Energy is promising to close those derelict shafts as a matter of urgency, just to get a briefing on that one. But we hear what you are saying, Honorable Minister. Honorable Babalwa, please get contact with the relevant secretariat and we see how we take forward some of the things we can talk about after this. And if we can quickly submit an application to the Chair of Chairs for a meeting on Friday, 8 o'clock. Those who said that will be available, I think we will be able to form a quorum so that members get the gist of what will be presented to to the public. Are we together, Babano? Babalwa?
Yes, Chair, I will do that. I will send the application to the Office of the House Chair.
Okay. Let's be ready to meet again on Friday. Tomorrow 9:30, members are invited by the Transport Portfolio Committee to a meeting which will discuss in the main the crisis in Western Cape Town in particular, the standoff between the taxi industry and government of Cape Town and Western Cape. We are working on the issue of the IPID bill. It's a process which involves even the administration of Parliament. Somewhere we couldn't meet our targets as expected, but the process is on, and we're planning to have a meeting where members will be thoroughly briefed about this process. We received a letter from one member of the committee, and we are busy requesting a legal opinion with regard to the constitutionality of some of the clauses in the bill. And we hope by the time we meet to brief members about this process, the legal opinion will be present. Let me thank you all, members of the committee, honorable members, for your time. I know you were expected to be with your constituency, but at least...
Chairperson.
Oh, Minister?
Yes, I'm sorry. Again, my hand can't go through the gadget. Chair,
Yes.
I see the tomorrow meeting that the portfolio. I don't know. Maybe through the National Commissioner that we can have the police management in the Western Cape, because let me tell you, the pressure that is on the police because of this taxi industry vis-a-vis the city of Cape Town problems. The sooner they resolve them, the better for all of us. Maybe the police can tell their side. Chairperson, that weekend, when there was this taxi strike, the upsurge of crime in Western Cape, especially the metro, the Cape Flats, was amazing, was terrible. It just was a hell of an upswing because all resources and concentrations, they moved away from the normal crime prevention operations, and the criminals, they found the space. So it a lot of pressure, and it ends up being the matter of the police when they don't resolve those matters. So maybe the provincial management led by provincial commissioner, who really are having tough time should these things not be resolved, maybe if they can be the part of the meeting. Thank you, Chair.